Welcome to the Microsoft Azure AI Fundamentals AI-901 Question Bank series. In this video, I've got 10 exam-style practice questions lined up for you, covering the kind of AI concepts and capabilities, generative AI, Microsoft Foundry, prompt engineering, and responsible AI scenarios you'll see on the real AI-901 exam. Each question comes with the correct answer and a full explanation, including why the wrong options are wrong. Here's how to get the most out of this. When a question appears, pause the video, pick your answer, then hit play to check yourself. Ready? Let's dive in. Question 1. A company tests its resume screening model to confirm it recommends candidates at similar rates across gender and ethnicity groups with equivalent qualifications. Which responsible AI principle is this? The correct answer is A, fairness. Fairness means AI systems treat similar people and groups equitably and avoid biased outcomes. Now, why the other options are wrong? Inclusiveness is incorrect. Inclusiveness is about empowering people of all abilities and backgrounds to use the system, not equitable scoring. Transparency is incorrect. Transparency is about helping people understand how and why a system produced a result, not equitable outcomes. Accountability is incorrect. Accountability is about people being responsible for how a system behaves, not the statistical parity of outcomes. Question 2. An autonomous delivery robot is tested across rain, low light, and crowded sidewalks, and is designed to stop safely if it loses sensor confidence. Which responsible AI principle does this reflect? The correct answer is B, reliability and safety. Reliability and safety means a system performs consistently and fails safely across a wide range of real-world conditions. Now, why the other options are wrong? Inclusiveness is incorrect. Inclusiveness is about accessibility for people of all abilities, not testing under adverse conditions. Fairness is incorrect. Fairness is about equitable treatment across groups, not safe physical operation. Privacy and security is incorrect. Privacy and security concerns protecting data and the system from misuse, not safe operation under varied conditions. Question 3. A hospital's AI intake assistant encrypts patient conversations in transit and at rest and limits access to authorized clinicians only. Which responsible AI principle does this primarily support? The correct answer is C, privacy and security. Privacy and security means personal data is protected and access is controlled and restricted appropriately. Now, why the other options are wrong? Inclusiveness is incorrect. Inclusiveness is about designing for people of all abilities, not protecting data. Transparency is incorrect. Transparency is about explainability of how the system works, not data protection. Accountability is incorrect. Accountability is about who is responsible for the system's behavior, not encryption or access control. Question 4. A voice assistant built in Microsoft Foundry is tuned to correctly understand a wide range of accents, speech impairments, and non-native speech patterns. Which responsible AI principle is being applied? The correct answer is D, inclusiveness. Inclusiveness means designing AI so it empowers and engages people across the full range of human abilities, backgrounds, and speech patterns. Now, why the other options are wrong? Accountability is incorrect. Accountability concerns who is responsible for the system, not who can use it effectively. Fairness is incorrect. Fairness concerns equitable outcomes across groups, which is related but distinct from designing for accessibility. Reliability and safety is incorrect. Reliability and safety concerns consistent, safe operation, not accessibility to different speakers. Question 5. An application built on a Foundry agent shows the sources and reasoning steps behind each answer, so users can judge whether to trust it. Which responsible AI principle does this support? The correct answer is A, transparency. Transparency means people can understand how and why an AI system produced a given output. Now, why the other options are wrong? Fairness is incorrect. Fairness concerns equitable treatment across groups, not showing reasoning or sources. Privacy and security is incorrect. Privacy and security concerns protecting data, not explaining outputs. Inclusiveness is incorrect. Inclusiveness concerns accessibility for people of all abilities, not explainability. Question 6. Before deploying a customer-facing agent, an organization assigns a named owner and a review board who must sign off on the agent's behavior and are answerable if it causes harm. Which responsible AI principle does this represent? The correct answer is B, accountability. Accountability means people who design, build, and deploy an AI system are responsible for how it operates. Now, why the other options are wrong? Inclusiveness is incorrect. Inclusiveness concerns designing for people of all abilities, not assigning ownership. Transparency is incorrect. Transparency concerns explainability of outputs, not who is answerable for the system. Reliability and safety is incorrect. Reliability and safety concerns consistent, safe operation, not organizational ownership. Question 7. At a basic level, how does a generative language model produce its next word when responding to a prompt? The correct answer is C. It predicts the most probable next token based on patterns learned from training data. Generative language models predict the next token in a sequence based on probabilities learned from vast amounts of training data. Now, why the other options are wrong? It randomly selects any word from the entire dictionary with equal probability. Is incorrect. Token selection is guided by learned probabilities, not pure random chance across the whole vocabulary. It looks up an exact matching sentence in a stored database of past answers. Is incorrect. A generative model does not retrieve exact stored sentences. It generates new text token by token. It runs a fixed set of if-then rules written by a developer. Is incorrect. Generative models learn statistical patterns from data rather than following handwritten if-then rules. Question 8. Why is the attention mechanism in a transformer-based model important for generating coherent language? The correct answer is D. It lets the model weigh how relevant every other token in the input is when generating each new token. Attention lets the model consider the relationships between all tokens in a sequence, which is key to producing coherent, contextually relevant output. Now, why the other options are wrong? It encrypts the prompt so it cannot be read by the service. Is incorrect. Attention is a modeling technique, not an encryption mechanism. It stores previous conversations permanently in a database. Is incorrect. Attention operates within a single generation pass. It is not a mechanism for permanent conversation storage. It compresses images before they are analyzed. Is incorrect. Image compression is unrelated to the attention mechanism in language models. Question 9. A team needs a model that can accept a photo along with a typed question and respond in natural language about what's in the photo. Which type of model should they choose? The correct answer is A, a multimodal model that accepts image and text input. A multimodal model can accept multiple input types, such as images and text, and generate a natural language response. Now, why the other options are wrong? A text-only embedding model is incorrect. An embedding model converts text to vectors for search and comparison. It does not accept images or answer questions. A speech-to-text model only is incorrect. A speech-to-text model transcribes audio. It does not interpret images. A regression model is incorrect. A regression model predicts numeric values and has no ability to interpret images or generate language. Question 10. An application only needs to classify short customer messages into 3 fixed categories, and the team wants the lowest latency and cost possible. Which type of model is the best fit? The correct answer is B, a small language model, SLM, sized for the simple task. A small language model, SLM, is well suited to simple, well-defined tasks and offers lower latency and cost than a large frontier model. Now, why the other options are wrong? An image generation model is incorrect. An image generation model produces images and is unrelated to classifying text messages. A speech synthesis model is incorrect. A speech synthesis model converts text to audio and does not classify text. A large frontier language model with maximum parameter count is incorrect. A very large frontier model adds cost and latency that isn't needed for a simple 3-way classification task. And that's a wrap on this video. Nice work getting through those 10 questions. If this helped, you're going to want the complete set. All 300 exam-style questions, with full explanations across both AI-901 skill areas, are available in my Udemy course, Microsoft Azure AI Fundamentals, AI-901, 6 Practice Exams. The link is in the description below. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next video, where I'll walk you through 10 more questions. See you in the next video!